Okay, for our final section here, again, we're continuing on finding the slope and the y-intercept with the given equation. So in order to see our slope, right here, slope and the y-intercept, we have to use slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. The slope is your m, okay? So there's your slope. If we have it in this form, we can just see and physically see the number in front of x to get our answer. And our y-intercept is the b, okay? So this is our y-intercept. So for a problem like this, we have to solve for y. We need to get the y term isolated. So our first step would be to minus 6x on both sides of the equal sign. We get 4y equals a negative 6x. We just rewrite it, negative 6x plus 2. And then we're going to divide every term by the coefficient of y, which is the 4. That will cancel, and we will see our equation as, and I'm just going to write it over here next to it, y equals, we can reduce this to a negative 3 over 2x plus 1/2. So there's our slope, negative 3 over 2. There's our b, 1/2. So that's all we're doing here. I think this is a repeat. Sorry about that if it is. Now to match the equation, so on this next section, I want you to match the equation with the graph, put the letter of the graph next to the equation. So in order to match it, you want to find the y-intercept and you want to find the slope because you want it in slope-intercept form. So this over here, I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth, but this is just extra space. All right, so if I was going to change this 3x, I'm going to just write it over here. 3x plus 4, y equals 12. I want to put that in slope-intercept form. I first do minus 3x. And then that would give me 4y, just right, equals negative 3x. So negative plus 12. Then we're going to divide everything by 4. Okay? So y equals negative 3 over 4x plus 3. Now I can see my y-intercept is a 3, a positive 3. And I can see that my slope is a negative 3/4. Well, the only equation that has a y-intercept at 3 is right here, is the A, okay? So, work smarter, not harder. And then also, I can also tell because if I look at this line, excuse me, if I look at this line is decreasing from left to right. You always read the lines from left to right. And this has a negative slope, so this means it would also be decreasing. If it's negative, it's decreasing. It's a decreasing line. Okay, so try to do these. Okay, and so our last section, basically, that we covered in our unit 4, is understanding parallel perpendicular neither. So we should know if it's parallel, we are looking for the same slope, same number. Okay, same slope. Same number. If it's perpendicular, we're looking for a flip. Sorry. We want to see the number flip, number, and there's 2 things, and sign change. Okay, and then if it's neither means it's not one or the other. Okay, so here you should be doing your slope formula. You should be doing y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we're just comparing here, okay? We just need to plug these points in to the formula and compare our answers. I'm trying to get to my calculator. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. So I'm just gonna let the calculator do my work for me here. I'm gonna second mode to quit that, then alpha y equals, hit enter. So for the AB, we're doing 3 minus a negative 2. And then we're putting that over our negative 1 minus negative 6. And we're going to hit enter, and we get 1 for that answer for AB. Then we're going to do our CD. So I'm just going to get my fraction box again. This is a negative 7 minus 2. Then on the bottom, we should have a negative 1 minus 4. All right. We hit enter, and that comes up to be 9/5. These are two different numbers. Okay. They're not a same, and they're not a sign change. So if I see two different numbers, and I'll make sure I did those right. 3 minus a negative 2, negative 1 minus this. So I'm just going to record these here. So this one was 1. This one was 9/5. Oops, sorry. Can't write. 9/5. So if they're two different numbers, then it's neither. Okay, so we're just using our slope formula to get there. Now, if you have an equation, like you do for the remaining problems here, you have to have it in mx plus b form because we need to see the the slope. So if I was to put this in slope-intercept form, I'm just going to write it down under here. 2y equals negative 6x. Well, I would need to just divide everything by 2. And so this would become y equals negative 3x. And I can see my slope is a negative 3. So this first one here, m equals negative 3. If I was doing the second equation, I'm just going to write it down here. Negative 12y equals negative 4x. And we divide by negative 12. This becomes y equals negative divided by negative is a positive. So this is going to be, I can reduce this to 1/3 x. And then if I look, there's our slope. So here, m is 1/3. These numbers are a flip and a sign change. So this answer was perpendicular. So we need you to solve for y. We need you to see the slope, the m, so that you can come up with your answers. So you need to do that on this section. All right. 70 is real simple. Look, I can see the m that's 2. That m is a negative 2. This is just a sign change. So this is neither. It has to be a flip to be perpendicular. Okay. 71, I can see the slope in the second one. The first one I need to change. So why don't you try that? See if you can figure out what to do to solve for y here. Because the second equation, the slope is 3/4. Okay. Hopefully, we see we have to divide everything by 8 first. And this can be reduced. If you're not sure, you can always use your calculator to do that for you. Okay. 6 on top, 8 on bottom, hit enter. There it is. It reduces to 3/4. So y equals 3/4 x plus 3/8. That the beauty about this is I can see my slope. Look at that. We should have parallel. Okay. And then I want you to try. Did I put these points in right on the first one? All right, so then let me pause the video. I'm going to check the very 67. Make sure I typed it in right. And then you got 72. All right, and so guys, make sure you refer to your notes and your Inspire to help you study. And we're going to use the quizzes that I'm going to post to help you study. Also, I'm probably going to do a game kit. We're going to start playing games to help you review. All right, thanks. Well, let me check the one, and I'll say thanks. Yeah, guys, I just checked. I forgot I typed this in wrong, so I'm gonna go back to my calculator here. See, I forgot to put. I'll go up to where it was. There it is. I forgot to put -2 for the y2. Okay, so it wasn't 9/5. It was actually 1 here. So I do need to fix that one. So since these two are the same, they both come out to be 1. This is parallel. That's the symbol for parallel, two vertical lines. I'm just kind of, instead of writing it out. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's get this review done and let's come in ready to show what you know. All right.